Ever wondered why deer feeder placement is so important? Well, it's a lot more than just scattering some corn and hoping for the best. It's a science unto itself, a calculated strategy that can make all the difference in your hunting experience. You see, deer aren't just wandering aimlessly through the woods. They have their own paths, their own routines, and their own feeding habits. And understanding these is the key to successful deer feeder placement. First, let's talk about deer trails. These are the paths that deer repeatedly use, and they're the best places to set up a feeder. But it's not just about finding a trail and putting a feeder there. You have to consider the direction of the wind and how it carries your scent. If you place a feeder downwind from where you'll be positioned, you risk alerting the deer to your presence. Now, about food sources. Deer have a varied diet and they like to mix things up. If you place your feeder near a natural food source, it can make it more attractive to them. But remember, it's not just about attracting deer to the feeder. It's about keeping them coming back. So having a consistent supply of food at the feeder is crucial. Let's move on to cover. Deer are cautious creatures. They like to have cover nearby when they eat. So placing your feeder near thickets or undergrowth can make it more appealing. Yet be mindful not to place it too close to the cover, as it might provide a hiding spot for predators. Now, what about water? Well, like all animals, deer need water. So putting your feeder near a water source can be a great way to attract them. But just like with cover, you don't want it too close. Deer like to drink in peace, away from their feeding area. Now let's not forget about timing. Deer are crepuscular creatures, meaning they're most active during dawn and dusk. So make sure your feeder is filled and ready during these times to increase your chances of attracting deer. Let's summarize, shall we? Deer feeder placement is about understanding deer behavior and using it to your advantage. It's about finding the perfect balance between attracting deer and keeping them comfortable enough to keep coming back. It's about considering factors like wind direction, natural food sources, cover, water, and timing. It's a science, it's an art, and when done right, it can greatly enhance your hunting experience. So the next time you're out there setting up a feeder, remember these key points. Understand the deer trails. Consider the wind direction. Keep the food supply consistent. Provide cover but not too much. Place it near a water source but not too close. And make sure it's filled and ready during dawn and dusk. Get these elements right, and you'll not only attract deer to your feeder, but you'll also keep them coming back. And isn't that what it's all about?